Hi guys, today is Monday. I didn't get to go shopping yesterday, so that kind of sucked, but my mom did come over and I have my lamp up. Yes, I don't have my shelf up yet or anything, and I'm thinking I want to put it over there, I think. Not exactly sure. Part of me wants to put it over here, but if it's just going to be decoration, I might as well put it over there. Plus it'll fit nicely over there. I finished my desk painting and I just varnished it. I let it dry all day yesterday to make sure it would actually be dry, and I actually had to do another coat on top of it because it was still kind of tacky, but I was like, you know, hey, it's dry, you know, it's not sticking to my hands, it's just like, it feels like it's kind of wet underneath still. I was like, you know, I'll place my lamp on it so I can play a video game with Anita. And the next day when I went to go take it out, because I was like, oh, I'll varnish it today, the lamp ended up taking some paint off, so I had to repaint, and I let it make sure it was fully dry, so I let it dry all day yesterday, and then I let it dry all night, and I didn't set anything on it. I did end up, when we were putting those things on, some drywall and stuff ended up falling on it, and then I swept that off and washed it this morning and stuff like that, so that's all good. And it looks fine, so I was like, you know what, I'll varnish it, and I'm probably gonna let the varnish dry all day today. I do want to start my art video, but I think I'm just gonna let the varnish dry all day. Varnish doesn't take that long to dry. It'll probably be dry, like, completely all over the entire desk and the sides by, like, an hour from now. It'll probably be, like, completely dry, but I'm worried it won't be completely dry, kind of like the paint, so I do want to let that sit for a little while. And I didn't have my mom fix my watch or anything like that, and I was thinking, you know, I'm just going to switch watches. So right now I'm wearing Cody's watch, and it is a Samsung Gear watch that I bought him like a year and a half ago. You can see my computer screen, and it's really fancy, and you can turn this thing and it goes through all these options, and then like, it's touchscreen and all that, and it's got 2 buttons on the side. It's like really fancy. I like it because it is very usable, but at the same time I don't like it because it looks so massive on me. Is it just me? I feel like this looks huge on me. Like, it feels huge, like it looks huge. And then I customized this so like everything on here is purple. Ooh, purple. It's a little bit after noon right now. I didn't start filming my vlog right away because Kyle was home this morning and I was hanging out and I was trying to wake up. And I've been in a lot of pain from my jaw right here all morning. I'm thinking about making another cup of coffee, but generally I'm excited because I got my lamp up. Ooh. And I want to try doing more vlogs where, like, I'm holding the camera, but I feel like every time I try doing that and then I edit the footage back of me, like, walking across the house and, like, doing this or that or whatever, the camera's just really shaky because my hands are really shaky, and I don't have the video stabilizer on because when I did have the video stabilizer on, it was doing that weird thing where it was like following my head to where, like, it would just make the video like look shaky anyways, and I don't know why that was doing that, but it stopped once I turned it off and it started again when I turned it back on. So it's the video stabilization feature for my camera. So, whatever. But, yeah, I got my lamp up and stuff, and, I'm thinking about making lunch, actually. I don't know what I want, and I was thinking I might just make tuna. I have to put my ring back on. And, I'm just super excited to get my art videos starting to go again. I look super pale, and, like, yeah, I'm pale, but I think it's also because this is a daytime bulb over here, so it's making me look extra pale, and then I have an actual, like, regular bulb over here, so I feel like I look like a little tanner on this side or something. Anyways, I said anyways. I have to wash the wall because I got paint on it. I was gonna tape it, that way I didn't have to, and I was like, I don't have time for that. So now I gotta wash the wall. And I also want to wash this, because this is all, like, paint and stuff that's on there, and I can just wash that off. I don't know how long this varnish is going to take to dry. I'm going to give it at least, like, an hour. And it's satin, so it's like a semi-gloss sort of thing. So I don't know how to tell if it's dry without touching it. because it's always going to look glossy, so it's always going to look sort of wet. And I'm thinking I might have to do a second coat on this. So it doesn't look like the most even coat, but it's also not fully dry or anything, so I'm just going to wait on that. I am going to make another cup of coffee. It's really dark in here today. Like this morning, it was so dark. I turned my light on like really early. See how dark it is? This is crazy. Turn the light on. Hello. And I'm out of creamer and stuff like that. We didn't get to go shopping, so I don't really have much in the fridge. I don't have any creamer. We have some of what Kyle got, which is like this powder French vanilla stuff. There's not too much left in here. There's a decent amount, and I feel bad using it because it's not mine, but he used my creamer, so I'm going to use his. But after we run out, if I don't get to go shopping before Sunday and we run out because Kyle's also drinking coffee, I'm just going to make mochas and use hot cocoa powder. So, like, that's fun. Just, I need more energy. I do feel okay today, though. Usually, like, I'll feel a little bit on the crappy side in the mornings, but I actually don't feel all that bad today, so like that's pretty cool. I'm sick of feeling like trash, and I actually, besides like my jaw, I don't feel that bad this morning, or I guess it's not morning anymore. I've been up since 7:30, so. The new update on my editing software that I use is like really weird, and I'm still trying to get used to it. Like the delete function is different, like they just styled it more like Adobe Premiere, which I've never used, but I've seen people use it in like streams and stuff like that. This isn't getting my full face. So I've seen people use it, but I've never used it myself, and it looks like it's kind of looking like that. Like it looks different, and the way the delete function is a little bit different. Like before you would delete like part of a clip or whatever, and then it would automatically sync back to the rest of your video, if that makes sense. But like with this one, it's like Premiere to where like, say you cut out like a clip that's like 30 seconds long, it keeps the gap there after you delete it, and you have to move the footage back. Or there's a thing called ripple delete where it deletes it and then moves the footage back, and it's really weird, and like I don't understand that whole thing. So I have to learn how to use that now, and like to remember to use it, because I can't just like cut a clip and then press the delete key. I have to shift delete, or I have to go in and right click and do ripple delete, and it's like really weird. So I have to get used to doing that, and I feel like doing my art videos and vlogs, the editing is going to take longer. I know the editing for my last vlog took a little long. But with exporting, my exporting is faster now, which is pretty cool, and I don't know why that's different. And then another thing that's different is the other one would be, like, the video would come up and it would show you the little window of, like, it going through the video and stuff like that. And it would have a bar saying, like, the progress and stuff and the percent or whatever, but it wouldn't tell you, like, a time. So you would start, like, exporting it in. It wouldn't say, oh, you got, like, 20 minutes left or something. But now it does have that. And it'll say how much time has elapsed since you started it. And then it'll also tell you how much time is left in the export, which I think is really cool. I'm gonna... See, like, when I'm holding it and filming like this, it doesn't look very shaky, but when I go to edit it, it looks really shaky, so sorry if my vlogs are ending up shaky. I'm hoping to get, like, an actual camera at some point to do my vlogs on, because if I can get that, then, the footage will be a little bit better in that whole space. It's snowing outside. I'm not having it. But I notice when people film with their camera versus their camera on their phone, there's a difference in like shakiness quality. Like the quality is gonna be the same. I don't think it'll be much different, but like the shakiness goes down, and I like probably because of video stabilizer. But in an actual video camera, the stabilizer works how it's supposed to, whereas this is stupid. So whatever. I think for the time being, I could even just start a video and then just start recording it on this desk instead of my other one, but I kind of don't want to. I want all my videos to now be on this new desk, so I think I'll just wait, but I'm very excited and very hopeful that I will get a video up this Friday, which will be really cool. And also, I did a stream on Friday, I think it was, and then I wanted to stream Saturday, but I didn't because Cody had a bunch of nerds over and stuff, and they were using the internet, and I didn't want to have any issues with either of us, and then I was going to stream yesterday, but I didn't know when my mom was coming over. I knew at, like, a decent-ish time that we weren't going shopping, so I wasn't worried about that, but I didn't know when my mom was going to come over to help me with stuff. Turns out she didn't come over to help me with anything until, like, close to 8, but I didn't know when she was coming over to do that stuff, so I didn't want to, like, get in the middle of a stream or be having fun or get stuck into something, and then next thing I know, my mom is here. So, that kind of sucked. I'm hoping I might be able to stream today, but I'm not actually sure, because I do want to start art video stuff, and I don't really want to stream any of it, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. If I can't stream today, I might stream tomorrow, but then if I don't stream today, I probably won't stream tomorrow, because whatever I can't get done today, I'll want to do tomorrow. I have to do the cat boxes and stuff again today, so I was going to just do it and, like, take out all the litter, put all the new litter in and stuff, but we're using those shavings things that, like, I talked about before that we're having a huge issue with, because the cats, with their fur, it, like, attaches to their fur, and then shavings get all over the place. So I think, like, I know Cody's gonna buy new litter today. He's gonna get the pellets, which is what we used to use, which is what I prefer and what I like, and I'm pretty sure what the cats like, and then it doesn't get dragged all over the place. Plus there's some weight to it, so when they climb into the one litter box, it can't, like, tip or anything, because the shavings are so light that if they step on the side, it'll just, like, fall over, where the other stuff is kind of heavier, so there's less of a chance of that happening. So, I don't know, like, I don't want to do the cat boxes now to do them again later tonight, so I'm gonna have to talk to Cody and see what he wants me to do, because if anything, I could do the litter boxes today and leave them with the shavings, and then next time I clean out the litter boxes completely, I can put the pellets in there. And then we don't know what to do with the shavings because we don't know anyone to give them to or anything like that. So I was thinking about mixing them half and half maybe, but then we'll still have the whole shavings issue that we're trying to get rid of in the first place. So mixing half and half probably isn't what we want to do. So I'm sure we could find someone to give them to, or, like, maybe give them to a farm or something, because we do live in a farming town. So we'll have to do something like that, find someone who has, like, I don't know, guinea pig, a horse, like, whatever they use shavings for. Probably not hamsters, maybe hamsters. Do they use shavings for? Yeah, they do. So maybe hamsters. I don't know, some sort of animal. We'll figure it out. We still don't know what to do with the cat stuff, so it's still in Kyle's room. But he's fine with it. I'll actually show you because he's not home. And he doesn't have much for, like, closet-wise and stuff like that. But when my mom was over, we built this boy. So he's got a shelf closet thing, and it does have like a big wrap thingy that goes on it, and then you can zip and stuff. For now, he's gonna leave it open, but he might end up closing it and putting the thingy on it because cats, and he might want to keep his stuff in there, especially, like, say, nicer clothes that he has or something without cat stuff on it. So I assume at some point he might end up putting that on, but I'd want to put it on even if you just keep it unzipped all the time. I would probably put it on before you start loading stuff into it, because once you start loading stuff into it, it's going to be kind of heavy. And I don't really know how that thing goes on. I want to say it wraps underneath, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just wraps all the way around the sides or something, but I'd want to put it in before I put clothes in it. So he's only been here for a few days, so his clothes are still in a pile over there, which he needs to do something about because Melanie is stupid and she likes to pee on piles of things. But, yeah, I still gotta get this shelf out of here. I'm gonna give Kyle my one curtain, one of the blackout curtains, that way he can use it if he wants it. I'll ask him if he wants it, because if he just wants sheer ones, then he can buy some, because we don't have sheer ones. We also have to buy sheer ones, because that's what I want. So I'm also thinking about taking all this plastic out because my mom gave me this stuff that I could use. It's this weird plastic stuff that has like these little pointy things on them. Like this stuff. And like these bits like they don't hook into the carpet, but like they keep it from budging and moving around. And it's a really nice texture. And I'll have to cut this piece off because it's just like a random square piece. But I think my mom said there's about 6 feet here. So I don't think it's wide enough by any means, but I am pretty sure that we can make this fit, or I can make this fit in the closet. So I think I'm going to take everything out of the closet, try to situate this, and then do the cat boxes. That way I know whether or not this will actually fit and what I'm going to do with it before I start doing the cat boxes. I'm going to talk to Cody about the whole watch thing, because even though I did buy it for him and he never wears it anymore, so now he's letting me wear it. I want to talk to him and see if maybe I can sell it and get a different one, because I don't really want this one and it's way too big. And obviously, even though I bought it for him, it's also up to him if it's okay for me to sell it, because even though he's not wearing it and I bought it for him, it's still kind of technically his, so I just want to see what he's okay with, really. Make sure that he's okay with it. I did a lot of stuff to the cat boxes. I gotta move this back over. I took all of the plastic out. I put a different piece of plastic down, that one that I showed you guys, and it actually wasn't long enough, and I was hoping it would be. But looking at it rolled up, I was like, there's no way this is like 6 feet, and it's not 6 feet. It's not long enough. So I went outside with the giant piece of plastic that we had down there previously, which I do have the other plastic below that one, because I'm hoping that I'll get more of it. But I took this giant piece of plastic outside, so I didn't have to like worry about vacuuming it or anything, or sweeping it off. I just took it outside and I shook it a bunch, and then I cut it in like half, and now I have it in here, and I even taped it up against the wall and stuff, so I'll show you guys, because the litter box is clean and stuff, so it's not that gross, but that's the situation right now, and I think it'll end up working out pretty nicely. I'm pretty excited. It's a weird thing to be excited about, but it looks nicer, it looks a little bit better. I want to see if this still has any scent to it. Ooh, it does. Candle wax seems to last longer than wax melts. So we've had this on like 3 or 4 separate times already. It's been snowing all day, and it's kind of starting to stick. It's not exactly cold enough for it to stick, especially on the ground, because it was like in the 40s the last few days, like 3 or 4 days. So I can't English. It's starting to kind of stick on top of the grass. I could probably try to show you. You can see where it's like kind of frosty over there by like that ditch thing. But yeah, it's been like lightly snowing all day. I assume it's gonna snow for the rest of the day. I just hope none of it really gets a chance to stick, because like that's the last thing I need. My hair's like really floofy today. I need to like tame it down because it's actually kind of annoying. I should probably do dishes again today, which I'm not excited for, because I do dishes every day and I'm sick of doing dishes. Just want a day of no dishes, that's all I want. But my desk is dry. It's still a little tacky in a couple spots, but it looks uneven. Like, I made sure the varnish got everywhere, but it looks uneven, and it's shinier in some places. So I think I might have to go over it again, but I don't want to like make it worse or make it end up looking cloudy. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. I don't know if you can really see that. Can you see the streakiness? It's probably kind of hard to. There's like, you can kind of see it, but it's like, it's kind of streaky. But I'm not sure it's gonna matter, because when you look at it straight above, like that, can you, you can kind of see it actually. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Either way, you can kind of see the streakiness. I was thinking maybe I'll just like throw the varnish in the trash, not literally, and just like take a light sanding to it, and maybe that might help, but I also don't want to do that thinking it'll look nice and help, and then I ended up ruining it. And I'm not going to sand very hard. I'll take like a really light sandpaper, not a really harsh one, and just like lightly go over it. But I don't want to make it worse, especially because like if I do it really lightly, I doubt I'll end up even going through the varnish, which means I won't even reach the paint. And even if I do, I'm not sanding enough or hard enough, and I'm going to use a really light grit and stuff, so it should end up being fine. I shouldn't have too big of an issue with it. And I feel like me varnishing it made it look worse. Like, I feel like it looked a lot better before I varnished it. I wish I had a matte varnish. I don't. I only have satin, so I don't know what to do with this, man. I just don't have the patience for it. I want it done, and I want it done now. Well, on a side note, I didn't take any aspirin or anything, but the pain in my jaw is gone. I'm going to set this down. I can feel my hand getting shaky, but the pain in my jaw right here is gone. I have a little bit of a headache starting over here, probably from my jaw, like this side, even though this side was hurting. But either way, my jaw pain's kind of fading away, so that's good. I'm halfway done with my second cup of coffee. I had some lunch. We're out of bread, so I made a tuna melt on a tortilla. That was pretty good. Definitely weird, because I've never had tuna on a tortilla, let alone a tuna melt on a tortilla, but it was good, you know, whatever. Ooh, yummy. I want it to stop snowing. That's all I want. And I am thinking about maybe streaming today, because if this is going to give me just a giant headache, I can, like, in another hour, maybe try sanding it again and stuff. But then when Cody gets home, Cody's been streaming it for his friends, and last time I was streaming and Cody was streaming at the same time on Friday, it ended up making my stream kind of laggy, so it kind of makes it harder to stream, because then I'd have to stream earlier, but then earlier during the day when Cody's at work, I'm cleaning the house and doing a bunch of stuff, starting to get videos done and all that, doing my vlog and editing and all that, and then by the time it gets home, I have a lot less stuff to do because I did the majority of it when he was at work. So then when he gets home, if he wants to stream and I want to stream, then it makes like the internet kind of weird for viewing and stuff like that. So yeah, I hate winter. I hate winter. I don't have any plans to move out of state, but do I hate the winter? Absolutely. But then you move other places, and like here, yeah, you gotta worry about snow, and snow sucks, and this and that, yada yada. But then you move, and then you have like tornadoes and hurricanes and earthquakes and stuff, whereas here, like we've had an earthquake before, but it was barely nothing. We barely even get tornadoes. We don't have hurricanes. We don't have any of that stuff. So we only really got to worry about snow and like flooding from the snow and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's like I either deal with snow or I have to deal with the other natural things that happen that I'm gonna hate probably just as much. So look at all the cat hair on my shirt and whatever that is. Oh, you know what? I think it's varnish. Oops. Yeah, I accidentally ended up getting varnish all over the place earlier. So that's probably varnish from me, like, flicking the brush. So, oops. Whatever. Sure, it'll go in the wash. It'll all get fixed. It's not an issue. There's a few more things I want to do today, but generally I think I am going to end the vlog here. That way I have time to do everything, and then if I do decide to stream, I don't have to worry about my vlog and editing it, getting it up, all that jazz. So I think I am going to end it here. Today's been a good day considering it's Monday. Mondays usually suck really bad, like generally, just as a Monday. But today hasn't been too bad, so I hope you guys had a good weekend and a good Monday and everything like that. And I will see you guys tomorrow.